Lucky Boys Podcast.
Do you feel like you're gonna sell some Bitcoin this summer? Some crypto specialists are saying like it's gonna dump. So
right, but that's what it's impossible to predict these things. You can look at the past and what happened in the previous cycles as a clue. But the
question is, when's the bubble gonna burst? Right. When's a good time?
I think what's your strategy? If you have a 10-year strategy where you go, I'm in this long, I don't really care about the money right now in the short term. I'm looking for, I have 10 years. I have a 10-year exit strategy. So whatever happens on this date, 10 years from now, that's what I'm going to do. Good for you. I think you'll make a lot of money. I think you can possibly, if you invested enough, I think you can make a tremendous return depending on what you invest in and which ones and how well that project does. But I think there's a lot of potential there. No doubt about that. Now, if you're day trading it, you're playing with fire. But I don't think it's ever bad to take profits. If you take profits and you're up a few 100%, to me, that's a W. Yeah. That's a win. So at some point, though, you do have to lock in profits. Now, it just depends on strategy. Whatever's good for you. If you have the patience for 10 years, you go, look, I'm a young man. I can wait until I'm 30 and I don't mind working now. My job's not too bad. And by the time I'm 30, if Ethereum, say like you invest in Ethereum and it hits 100K and I have X amount, and then doing the math, if it hits 100K and let's say I have 20 Ethereums, that's 2 million, right? So that's pretty good. That's enough for me to live a comfortable lifestyle and where I have fuck you money. So where I could be work optional at that point. Then that's not a bad strategy because that'll likely, there's a good possibility of that happening where you could see profits in that. But if you're in a short term, you got to ask yourself, why are you taking the profits? What are you going to do with the money afterwards? I think that's the big question. But what are you going to reinvest in, right? Because you keep jumping around. Again, you're playing with fire. You're betting that you can outsmart the market. However, you just got to be right once. The big one. Yeah. In order to look like a genius. And it really doesn't take that much intelligence. It really just takes a lot of luck and common sense. And sometimes common sense doesn't even make sense because look at Dogecoin. Yeah. There's a lot of people that use that as a strategy. Whatever is going to be a memeable investment, you could get very rich off of. Look at GME, GameStop. I mean that stock was on its it looked like that business was going to shutter, and close its doors forever, especially during the pandemic, with all of its stores extremely limited, operating at a limited capacity, and now it's completely restructuring. It's gained new life and. A lot of people became millionaires off of that.
Yeah. You say find second life, I think you have to apply, investing and how you look at, the stock market. There's going to be cycles, same thing with cryptocurrency. There's going to be cycles. And if you have a long-term strategy or a short-term strategy, or you want to day trade it. So if it's long-term, then I think just keep piling, just average down, keep piling on. And eventually, like for me, I have there's a certain amount that I will invest in crypto, like 10% of my total investments is in crypto. So it depends on how you want to play it. And you have to have a strategy.
Buy the dip, keep buying the dip.